This is what I'm talking about, man! What is going on, David Blaine? I love you. This is the type of stuff I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, see? You can't just do that. I don't know how you just did that. I didn't do anything.
Of course you don't know how to do it, Jimmy. You're just a talk show host. But what I can tell you is that I do know how to do these tricks. And David does multiple tricks in here that stun the entire audience. And they're actually very good. His performance is very good here. But we're actually able to reveal all the tricks in this set. So stay tuned for the reveal.
How many decks of cards do you have in your
On me, just two.
Just on you two, yeah.
One in
your
each
house.
pocket, yeah.
Oh.
In my house?
Yeah.
Like a house full.
House of cards, yeah.
So, hold on.
Alright guys, this is David Blaine on the Jimmy Fallon show in 2016. Now, Jimmy Fallon and David Blaine are always funny together, and this is actually one of David's best performances, I think, just because of the reactions, the crowd reaction, everything, and his performances are damn near flawless. So, we are going to go through the tricks one by one, and if you haven't seen this video before, I am going to leave a link in the description for you guys to go and watch this actual video first. It's about 11 minutes long. You can skip through the intro a bit. But there's some crazy tricks in there, and if you guys want to come back here for the reveal, you guys can come right back here for the reveal, and we're going to get right into it for the first trick. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome David Blaine! That's the guy. No, you can't get away from me.
I'm only gonna do simple things. Nothing, no stealing, no pick, nothing weird. Just simple card tricks. Don't worry.
Just simple card tricks.
Yeah.
Okay, very, very good. What are you doing? What are you doing with us, me and the Roots tonight? What is happening?
Now, Jimmy knows that David Blaine is an amazing magician, and he knows something crazy is about to happen. He is literally like a little kid right here. He is a child, but just look at Jimmy laugh here.
just cards. You know?
Okay, just cards. That's it. Simple stuff.
Jimmy, in poker, there's usually about 5 cards. Mm-hmm. Take like 5 cards, a little group, like a poker hand.
Yep.
Good. Is that 5? Good. Don't let anybody see them. Just you. Good.
Uh-huh.
And Jimmy, hold them up so only you could see it, like
Okay,
that.
very nice,
Only you
yeah.
can see it. Yeah.
Now here what David does is tells Jimmy to take 5 cards, but as you can see, he doesn't really shuffle the deck. He doesn't really make sure that nothing's going on weird like he normally does. He says, do you want to change your mind? He didn't do any of that because this is actually a force of 5 cards. This is a 5-card force. And David is very good at forcing. I've never seen him mess up a force, but what he does is he knows he's going to take 5 cards. So he has that first card marked with his hand while he's spreading them out to Jimmy, and he just makes Jimmy take the first through the 5. And yes, it does take a lot of practice, but that's how David does this first part here. And next what David does is tell Jimmy to pick 1 card out of those 5, and this is actually a 1 in 5 chance for David, but he happens to get lucky and picks it out the right way at the end because 7 is the most common number. Everybody's favorite number is 7. So that's how he does that. And if you guys want a more in-depth explanation of the force and how David does his forces, just let me know in the comments and I'd be happy to explain that further.
Cards.
That one's too obvious. This is, oh man, all right, I'm thinking of it.
And Jimmy, look at me. Good.
Oh my God,
And
don't freak me
Jimmy,
out, man.
Jimmy, put the cards behind your back.
Uh-huh.
And Jimmy, mix them.
Oh my God, I'm freaking out, man.
Now, it actually doesn't matter at all that Jimmy's mixing the deck behind his back. It's actually just David messing with his head and messing with everybody's head to make it seem like the trick is becoming even more complicated and making the cards become even more impossible for David to know. Now, as you can see, it works here, and everybody starts freaking out a little bit more because he's mixing them. They're behind his back. Jimmy's the only one that's seen the cards, and now David is going to continue on.
Okay. Now, Jimmy, I want you to focus on every other card except for your card. Okay. Now, see, what's funny is when I say that, it makes him just focus on his card.
That is true. Okay.
Right.
Yep, you guessed it. Just a little bit more mind games. David is not reading his mind. He's not doing any of that. He's just building up the trick a little bit more.
Yeah. Jimmy, repeat after me.
Yes.
Say ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king. Go ahead.
Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king.
Good. Clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds.
Clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds.
David's thinking real hard here, but yeah, it's all part of the act. He knows all his cards, so let's get through David telling Jimmy all his cards and let's move on to the next trick.
Get rid of the 10 of hearts. That's not your card. You could put it here so everybody could see it. The 10 of hearts.
I'm like freaking out.
The ace of diamonds. Get rid of that one.
This is what I'm talking about, man! What is going on, David Blaine?
Jimmy, get rid of the 4 of spades. Get rid of the 4 of spades.
Moly.
And you know what? Get rid of the other 4, the 4 of diamonds. And Jimmy, you thought of a card. Get rid of the 4 of diamonds. You thought of a card before this began. Show everybody the 7 of hearts, your card.
Now this next trick is pretty quick, but it seems like real magic or telepathy or some kind of crazy stuff going on. But what actually is going on is David, you may not believe it or not, but there's a certain order of the deck that David can put the deck in, and he has every single card memorized, and he knows where they are, and he has a thing called multiple outs, where he has multiple outs for pretty much any card in the deck. So whatever card Jimmy says here, he has a trick ready for that. And Jimmy says the 9 of diamonds here, and the 9 of diamonds happens to be second on the bottom, so David tells him first or second, and this trick actually works out perfect.
What made
You guys come a little closer.
How many decks of cards do you have in your
On me, just 2.
Just on you, too, yeah.
One in
your
each
house.
pocket, yeah.
Oh.
In my house?
Yeah.
Like a house full.
House of cards, yeah.
So hold on. I put 1 card in a specific location.
Yeah.
So 1 card goes in a specific location in the deck.
All right, did you guys see what he did right there? I'm going to play it again in slow-mo, and David is checking through the deck to make sure it's in the correct order of his preset order. So right here, he's doing the last cut. He needs to do 1 more cut for his order to be good. There's the cut right there. Now, if you watch here, he's still talking to Jimmy, but David can do this because he has so much practice. But he takes just a really quick look through, make sure everything's in the right order. As you can see, he doesn't change anything here. He's just looking through it really quick because I'm pretty sure, now I'm 99% positive on this, but I'm pretty sure David has this order perfect. Now David just says fair enough, puts the cards back in the box, and then continues the trick.
Fair enough?
Okay. Great trick.
Name any card in the deck. Name any card out loud. Say it out loud.
9 of diamonds.
9 of diamonds?
Yeah.
First or second? It's up to you.
Second.
9 of diamonds, second. I shuffled, you saw me.
I did.
I placed 1 card in a position. I put the 9 of diamonds in the second position in the deck. Jimmy, open the box. Turn it over. Go ahead.
Gosh.
Go ahead, turn it over. Turn it
the
over.
box
Yeah,
over?
turn it and open it up.
Okay.
And pull out the whole deck. And you said second, right?
That's correct.
So that's first. Show me the second card.
You're just amazing. You were the greatest, man. Oh my gosh.
Jimmy, you said it best, and David really is that guy, bro. He is so good. This card trick may seem very simple and quick, but that takes years and years of practice. And the way that David just performs that so perfectly, he doesn't look nervous at all. But trust me, doing tricks on your own and in front of people is scary enough. In front of live television, that's so much harder, and David does this without even flinching. It truly is amazing. But let's get on to this last trick, and this is actually the one that you guys could actually do at home due to your friends. It's not the easiest, but it's just a little bit of sleight of hand, and you guys can actually learn it. So let's move on to this last trick here.
Can I try? Try one more just for the hell of it?
Yeah, experiment. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to work or not. Come on.
Oh, no, this actually gave David a genuine laugh. Look at David. He genuinely laughed at Jimmy when he said, oh, I don't even know if this is going to work or not, because of course David knows that it is going to work. Now, let's start this trick.
Come on. Checking my pocket. I'm checking my pockets now. I don't have anything in my pocket.
Can you guys come even a little? Yeah. I want you to count out. I want you to count out loud for me. We're going to use 10 cards.
My heart is beating. Okay. This is just.
So let's count out loud. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 cards, no more than 10.
Mm-hmm.
For this, we don't care about the number in the suit. We only care about the actual paper that makes the card. 10 cards, correct?
Correct.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody's skeptical.
Yeah, but it's 10 cards.
No, I'm saying if you're skeptical, then you do the count yourself. Here, look, feel it. Make sure that's one card.
One card.
No, here, and then put it upside down on the bottom, like a real count.
Okay.
That's number 2, right? Good, keep going out loud.
Now, there's a lot of subtleties in this trick, but even with the first part of it, David deals out the 10 cards pretty quickly, as you saw, and he does this so that he has the ability to question them and question himself, so that he can question them and pick the cards back up for the next part of the trick.
10 cards, no more than 10.
Mm-hmm.
For this, we don't care about the number in the suit. We only care about the actual.
Okay, now I paused here quick to show you something. So David dealt out the 10 cards, and then he needs to get 3 more. If you did watch this before, he gets 3 cards to travel through the air. So what he's doing right now is he's showing Jimmy that they only care about the paper that makes the card, but what he's really doing is getting a 3-finger pinky break right there so that he can put them on top of the deck here in a second.
That makes the card. 10 cards, correct?
Correct.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody's skeptical.
Yeah, but it's 10 cards.
No, I'm saying if you're skeptical, then you do the count yourself. Here, look, feel it. Make sure that's one card.
Now, you probably won't see that the first time around, but what he did was he showed Jimmy that they only care about the paper of the cards. He got a 3-card finger break, and then when he asked them if they were skeptical about the cards and told them to count, he slides them off the counter into his hand, grabbing that 3 pinky break on the bottom with the cards flipped upside down opposite, so that when they do this count here, it appears to be 10 cards. Now, you guys might have to watch this video a couple times, rewind it, but you can pretty much see everything he does with my explanations, so go back and watch that and see if you can spot it.
We only care about the actual paper that makes the card. 10 cards, correct?
Correct.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody's skeptical.
Yeah, but it's 10 cards.
No, I'm saying if you're skeptical, then you do the count yourself. Here, look, feel it. Make sure that's one card.
One card.
No, here, and then put it upside down on the bottom, like a real count.
Okay.
That's number 2, right? Good, keep going out loud.
Now, you don't really see people counting cards like this, but when David says, like, do this like a real count, you just listen to David Blaine, and he does this in such a way that the guy that he hands them to doesn't search through them and make sure that he's not cheating. David counts 2 of them himself and then tells the guy to keep going. So that's how that works.
3, and on the bottom, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
cards.
10. Can you hold them against your heart for me?
Absolutely.
Yeah, good, just like that. And keep your hand there. Oh, God. Just as I go through, and you can see they're all different, right? As I go through, I just want you to just yell, stop. It doesn't matter.
Stop.
Here?
Yeah.
Look at the card. See what it is. What number? We only care about the number.
Can I tell everybody?
Yeah.
3.
It's a 3?
3. It is a 3.
Doesn't matter.
Now, obviously, this first part of the trick is only going to work with 3, and this is actually just some David Blaine card control, and he's actually forcing that 3. And normally when they do forces like this, you can see a break in the back, but he holds it from both corners, so this is really just a very impressive force that David pulled, and the way that he is able to stop on the 3 like that is really crazy, and that also takes a lot of years of practice to do that every time perfectly with no breaks. Crazy, but let's keep going.
But
Yeah.
3.
It's a 3?
3. It is a 3.
Doesn't matter. You have 10 cards. You want 3 to travel from here to there. 3 cards will move from this to your pile. Look. One card just shot through the air and landed on your pile.
I felt something.
Let's do it again. Card number 2 just traveled through the air and landed in his pile. Hold on, one more. 3 cards just traveled through the air and landed on his pile. What I want you to do is you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count. There's no longer 10 cards. You now have 13 cards.
Now, just to really show you guys that everything David does with his hands is important and does mean something, right here when he's just telling him to deal out the next cards, the 13 cards, this is very important for the next part of the trick, so just pay attention here.
Count them out loud, right here for everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10's the original number. How many there? 11, 12, 13. Wait, you know what? Take all 13. Hold them against your heart for me.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Can you name a number up to 10?
3.
3. And can you name a number up to 5?
4.
Okay, so 4. Hold on. 3 for you and 4 for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move 3 cards for you and 4 cards for you into his pile of 13 from back here. There's 3, and there's 4 more. Now there's 20 cards.
Now this, what he's doing here is just for show. He's obviously not shooting 7 cards through the air into this guy's pocket. That would be impossible. But what he's actually doing is some sleight of hand. And this camera angle, you can actually see it for a split second. And let me know if you guys saw it the first time what David did, but it actually took me a few tries to find it. But yeah, I'm about to show you guys how he puts the 7 in right now, and also how he gets them to pick the number 7.
What I want you to do is you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count. There's no longer 10 cards. You now have 13 cards. Count.
Okay, now what David's doing here is he's showing an example of laying down 7 cards for this guy to put down his 13 cards, and what David's actually doing is getting a 7-card pinky break so that he can get ready to palm those 7 cards. Now what he's going to do now is he's telling him to put the 7 cards on the table, and what David is going to do here in just a moment, as you can see the camera is off David a lot, which is not great because you can never see his sleight of hand, but he already has them in his hand now. It looks like he's just holding the deck, but he's actually palming those 7 cards there. And when this guy gets to 10, if you saw in the original video, David says 10's the original number and slaps the table right here. 10's the original number right here. Boom. So he says 10's the original number, how many there? And this guy's amazed. Everyone's amazed. They're all mesmerized by the first trick that they don't even realize that he's getting the second one set up right now. And they're all amazed at that trick, and David's literally done. Okay, so here is right where he's counting the 13 cards and he's at 10, and David says 10's the original number and slaps his hand on the table very quickly. But if you look at David's hand, you can see the cards in there proving that he did indeed put the cards on the table, but nobody noticed it. So
Can you name a number up to 10?
3.
3.
all right, now I would have said 7 here, you would have said 7 here, your mom would have said 7 here, your grandma would have said 7 here. Everybody thinks of 7 when you think of a number up to 10, right? But this guy says 3, and obviously David has been through this many times, and he didn't even flinch. He turns right to the other guy and asks him for a number up to 5, and it just so happens this guy stutters for a second. He says 4, adds up to 7, and the trick ends up working out perfectly in David Blaine's fashion again.
And can you name a number up to 5?
4.
Okay, so 4, hold on. 3 for you and 4 for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to move 3 cards for you and 4 cards for you into his pile of 13 from back here. There's 3, and there's 4 more. Now there's 20 cards. 3 plus 4, 7 plus your 13. When you
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I mean, no. There's no oh my God. What is the craziest thing that you do in the show?
There's a couple of crazy things.
Man, David is funny the way he carries himself. He is just the perfect magician, man. He is like amazing. But really, that's it for this video, guys. I explained everything. If you guys want to go back and watch it, if you have any questions, I will be answering comments. And he does do a frog regurgitation here in the end, so I'll just show that in the reactions, but I can't really explain how that's done. So thank you guys for watching, and make sure you enjoy the rest of your day and have a blessed year.
If it was possible.
Me too. David Blaine, everybody! That's a real frog. That is a real frog.
Well,
oh my gosh.
I gotta, guys, come over here. No, I want you to see that it's real.
It's
also,
really
I'm gonna put him back where he came from. Thank you, guys.
Now you can see David is very happy with his performance here. What a perfect way to end it. Shake everybody's hand and walk off. A true showman.